And next on our list is Sun International, which of course owns Grand West Casino on the old Goodwood Showgrounds. We've mentioned it before. It owns Sun City, which is a popular destination. It's been through a number of different upgrades over the years, and it also owns a significant property near the city of Santiago in Chile in South America called Monticello. It's in the process of trying to acquire Peermont, but I think that deal is dead and buried. That would be effectively Emperor's Palace. They've struggled. They've got a break fee, which is having to be financed in relation to that transaction. But on the good side, they have another property called Mainland Main in the Pretoria area, which is under development. Market capitalization has slumped somewhat to 7.3 billion rand. It's on a negative price to earnings ratio. That means it's had a loss in its most recent reporting periods. Not entirely sure that that's correct, but we'll see. Dividend yield of 3.92% historic. But I'm not quite sure about its dividends going forward.
Yeah.
So Graham Stevens came in as the CEO a couple of years ago. He'd worked in the Kerzner empire before. Certainly a man who wasn't going to let the grass grow under his feet. They've been extremely active, trading licenses, trying to do deals. We mentioned the deal earlier on Grand West.
Yeah.
But on account of the Peermont deal falling through and the break fee, the share price has taken a savage beating.
Yeah, it's hurt it. I mean, share price is down probably 50%. No, in fact, I think it's halved in the last 12 months, which is really not been, 140 to 70 odd.
I think we bought them in our hot stocks portfolio somewhere in the downslope there in the middle of 2015. So we probably got them, I'll have to go and check my records, but at about 100 rands a share or so.
Yeah, look, under 100 is starting to look
68.
Interesting. Yeah, so definitely at a discount there. Peermont deal, that is going to cost them. They aren't going to have to do an equity raise, though. They've come out and said, though, which is good, and it allows them to focus on Mainland Main, which, the way I understand it, is a huge growth area. They're spending about
so
$1 billion.
Mainland, for those that don't know, the Gauteng, that's if you're on the N1 north or south, Atterbury Road, off-ramp, that massive Mainland, that is going to be and they're transferring one of the Gauteng licenses, and they did all the necessary in order to get that done.
And very high per capita spend in that area, so I think it's going to be a valuable addition to the group.
But it's only going to come in due course. There's a lot of building and other work to be done.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, there's also the South American activity. Let's talk about that for a bit, because they bought their way in there, and they're now merging their South American assets with a Chilean company called Dreams, which will be then a joint venture. I've actually bumbled past some of those facilities when I was visiting Chile and Brazil at the end of December. They look just like South African casinos. What a surprise.
Exactly. But it's worked for them, because they've earned Chilean pesos, and that's done remarkably better than the rand, so they've been able to import and get a nice kicker on the revenue.
And of course that was partly also because Graham Stevens, having worked for the Kerzner Group, which was the one and only and related assets, they knew all about that, had properties and assets in Panama and all over the show, so he's good at picking up opportunity, finding partners and getting stuck in. So the question really, though, is with the Mainland Main coming through, with all of the problems, is there enough going on in Grand West, in Sun City, in Boardwalk, in Wild Coast Casino, in Carnival City, the other stuff that they own, to be positive about the stock? I mean, why is it now kind of trading at a historic low? Is it something to look at?
It is. I mean, the price is compelling to have a look. The problem is the growth in our domestic market is just non-existent. Revenues are flat over that time, so they're getting all the big feed through into earnings from outside our borders, which is a problem. Again, I think the same logic applies. If we see an uptick, I think they're fairly well geared to take advantage of it. These guys run on a 30% plus operating margin, so when times are good, they're very good. And at this price, 68 rand, it's compelling.
Yeah, okay, good. So we're going to go hot on this one.
Yeah, let's go hot.
Good, me too.